Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of HYP Season 8. I'm Arihant Yadav, your host for this episode, and joining us today are Joydeep Tripathy sir and Avani Mehta ma'am. So, ma'am, would like to begin by you. Please introduce yourself to the audience.
So, hello everyone. I'm Avani Mehta. I'm from the 2022 BCS batch. I interned with Amazon during my summer in third year and received a PPO afterwards. Other than that, I also secured a 6-month intern plus full time offer from Airtel during the on campus placement procedure.
Joydeep sir, could you please introduce yourself?
Hey everyone, I'm Joydeep. I'm currently interning at HackerRank as an SD intern. Previously, I have experience as a GSOC contributor. I'm also a maintainer of one of the projects, and I've done a few internships during my college time. So yeah.
So now that we have established the credentials of our speakers, we'd like to move on to some of the questions that we have. So both of you have very strong profiles, right? And for students who are just starting out their college journey and all, so what would your genuine advice be to them to explore things or to follow a rigorous path? Please share your views on that.
I'd like to say enjoy, explore, and follow whatever you want to, and yeah, waste some time doing the wrong thing. It teaches you a lot, and all in all, just have fun. Never miss out on fun, because you are really gonna miss college when you are not in college anymore. So yeah.
So how did you guys discover what did you enjoy in the first year? What was that thing?
So, I had a bit of CS understanding before because I used to have Java in my 10th standard. In the beginning, I started with web dev because my senior suggested it because it was easy to begin with. In my second year, I started DSA because I had to prepare for internships for in the next year, and also ML in my second year for typical.
I enjoyed everything and a lot of things. And coming to how I discovered seniors, seniors were the best source of information then, because they had already done internships. They had already like stepped into what I wanted to step into. So yeah, interact with your seniors. They're going to give you a very good idea of what's out there, and what you can explore. So yeah.
So, Avni ma'am, a common concern students have is about time management and burnout. So, like you said, like when you were in second year, you started competitive programming, doing DS and exploring ML. So, how would you guide the juniors to get this balance during the second year or something?
So you can't start everything all at once. You have to prioritize one thing at a time. In the beginning, mostly people prioritize development, and in the second year, they start to prioritize DSA. Other than that, academics, you just be present in class and study a bit before the exams, 1 week or two. I think that's enough. And just give time, be consistent for 1 or 2 hours a day. I think that's enough if you're starting from the very beginning.
So,
don't
please
don't
share your views.
uh, enjoy. Especially don't forget to enjoy during exams. Very important, because exams are really stressful, especially end sem. And it's fine if you like finish 40% of the syllabus an hour before exam. You'll pass. Just show up and be aware of your surroundings, and write a good paper. Yeah. So
So, so we can talk about like competitive programming and open source development. People are, going towards that only nowadays. So, what would be your advice? A beginner is entering, should he go straight away to competitive programming or explore the paradigms of open source?
hmm, for someone who is getting into like tech now, I would say open source is good. CP is also good. Do whatever you want to. Honestly, if you think you want to solve an endless amount of problems continuously, you don't want your mind to rest much. So do competitive programming. And if you want to see what real life, like real world production grade code looks like, then the best chance for you is open source, right? Especially when you are just starting out.
Ma'am, sir, like AI has come into tech a lot right now. Okay. and it has affected competitive programming, DSA, as well as open source contributions. So, what would be your opinions about this? Like everything is being done by AI, people are merging PRs using AI. So, should the juniors also do that, or should they go from the scratch path? What would you like to add on to this?
For DSA, I've seen many juniors that take the help of AI to understand the problem and solve follow-up questions using AI. So I think that's good. But if you're just generating code using AI, what's the use of
Mm,
doing it? It's really useless.
mm,
So for DSA, I don't recommend using AI as such for this type of things. Other than
mm.
that, follow-up and preparing for interviews, I think it's a really good tool.
So for AI, I would like to say that for like to write POCs, I mean you can use AI and it will give you like a pretty good thing to like start with. But when it comes to like building production grade system, and this is a conversation that we very regularly have at HackerRank about how we should go about using AI. So when it comes to building production grade systems, AI can only help you. AI cannot solve the entire thing for you. You need to be very specific and objective about what you want, and then use the help of AI to just write your code, validate and test and something like that. So use AI in cases where you think it would be very reliable. Otherwise what's the point? I mean, in reality you are the one who's shipping code, right? Not AI. So it's you who should be responsible for putting out whatever code you give. So yeah. So that.
Okay, sir. So, what we are currently observing is people are straightforward jumping to things. Like they're not, thinking about things from the initial roots level. For example, if they have to build a machine learning pipeline, they're straightforwardly jumping towards that architecture. Let's do that. Let's go build on there. But they're not exploring data pre-processing and all. So, what would your advice be to these guys? And how did you guys used to do when you had to learn something new about a particular domain? What part did you take?
Okay, I think I should take this one up as well. um, when it comes to machine learning, the fundamentals are very different from what you would expect from a software engineer, right? So whatever path you are trying to choose for yourself, be good with the fundamentals first. It will take you a long way. um, for example, for software engineering, look into like logic, just problem solving in general. And for machine learning, the fundamentals are statistics, probability. So you should be really good with that. And jumping straight, I've done that on multiple occasions. It doesn't really help you to it wouldn't help you to understand the end-to-end picture like ever. Coming to transformers, as he said, transformers is a very complicated architecture, man. It's not really simple for you to understand. Like, it's not even simple for me to understand at this point. So it's a bit complicated. Jumping into it won't help you to understand anything. You cannot. So yeah, I mean, try, but you'll fail. So
Okay, like you guys have worked on various projects. You had internships at the end of second year as well, during the second year as well. So, what role did those projects play while getting those interns? How important was the selection of the domain, and how should we formulate the project?
Projects.
Yeah, projects. Huh?
So definitely, projects play a very important role. Even while you're interviewing, you're explaining to the interviewer the project of yours. So you just don't explain what the tech stack you use or what the project does. You explain what the decisions you made, the trade-offs you've considered along the way, and how it has helped you grow, which makes the interviewer learn about the mindset of how you code and how you solve the challenges in real life. So I think it's really important to have well-structured projects in your resume that could give you a boost, and also to post about them. So recruiters do reach out to you based upon the projects.
for projects, I've always followed the approach of building whatever I want. uh, Most of them, a lot of them are like neural networks. So I don't really deploy them end to end or anything. I just enjoy playing around with like the layers and optimizing stuff. So yeah, it at the end of the day, it all comes down to how well you're able to sell yourself in an interview. I mean, even if you haven't built something that works like end to end, you can still defend it, right? Because it was not meant to be end to end. It was meant to be research. So sell it like that.
So again, sir, we will be talking about these things only about the projects and internships. So, what advice would you give if you could go back to time to your second or third year version of self? Did you feel that there was a particular shortcoming?
No regrets.
I mean, just an advice to be consistent. I
Hmm.
wasn't that consistent in my first and second year.
Hmm.
I don't regret it as such because I've been here, but still be consistent so I could have explored more at time.
And how do you guys view internships as part of career growth? What picture do they paint?
So I think internships are very important as this is the first time where you'll be working with a
Hmm.
diverse set of group of people,
Hmm.
not just SDs, and it helps in collaboration and also as to how the actual works comes through, how what decisions are made, what trade-offs are considered with other people in.
My internship experiences have always been based, like completely based on ownership. And one of the best times I've had in my life was a summer when I went home and I had a remote intern. So that was a good summer. And you get to work with people, you get to understand their perspective, and some of them are really 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 more experienced than you are. So you really get to understand and get the wisdom of someone who's way ahead in the path that you want to pursue for yourself. So yeah, that's a really good interaction. Try to learn from your internships as much as you can. Try to understand the design of what you are writing more than just shipping code endlessly and blindly, and that will take you a long way.
So, Avni ma'am, so we're gonna continue with the intern thing only right now. So, if you could walk the viewers through the process of Amazon SG intern that you got, and also you were part of the Amazon Machine Learning Summer School program. So, what role did that play? If you could give a broader picture to everyone.
So I got my Amazon internship through Amazon Wow program. So basically, it consisted of two OAs, which two OAs and one interview, which consisted of DSA, behavioral questions, and some MCQs related to core CS fundamentals. For preparation of it, I basically just searched about frequently asked Amazon questions on GitHub and GFG. And for the Amazon ML Summer School part, so it did help in my resume, which I did mention in my interview for Amazon also, which impressed the interviewer. And other than that, there were study sessions where they covered concepts from ML to DL, and also afterwards they had doubt sessions with the applied scientists at Amazon. Other than this, we also got an opportunity for applied scientists.
Applied
Up,
scientist intern.
applied scientist intern at Amazon. So I think that's a really good opportunity for people matlab, who don't have on-campus
Mhm.
in opportunities as such from accredited colleges. So yeah, it was a good one.
Sir, could you walk us through the path you took? People generally go for big companies. You decided to focus on GSOC and then got it. So please share your journey about it.
So I started contributing around to open source around October 2023, and I have contributed to more than 5 open source projects so far. And yeah, GSOC 25 was a very good experience. As I said, summer intern remote, I went home, great time. And the project that I got to build was a bit more on the like difficult side, and it was meant for an experienced contributor since I was contributing for more than like 1.5 years. So it was a really easy choice for my mentors, that one. And it was a really good experience, by the way. I got to build a, a very good feature, and deploy that and have like many people use it. For the open source project that I am contributing to, I was contributing to, I still do. CV binary tool. It is mostly used by senior engineers. It isn't really the issues and the triages that we get are mostly from senior folks who have been around. So yeah, it's a really good experience, and yeah, we are still active and we still do want contributions. So yeah, check it out.
So now I'd like to jump to the rejections part. Like people generally give many online assessments, but they don't get the interview calls. Even if they get the interview calls, they're like hosted by the HRs. So did you also face such situations? And if you did, how were you able to handle these?
So during the on-campus placement times, companies come back and forth.
Huh,
So during that time, it's very common to get rejected one or twice in the
huh,
process. So just take it as a stepping stone.
hmm,
It's of course, matlab, he'll feel a bit dejected, but in
hmm,
the end, just it's not something personal because there are a lot of factors involved other than your preparation. So in the end, just take it something that you can learn from,
hmm,
and it doesn't define you. And then so
hmm.
that's.
And Joyce, sir, regarding GSOC, people are like they contribute a lot, have so many PRs merged, but still don't end up being selected for the program. So, what would your advice be to those people?
Why are you telling my story, man? So my answer to that is I mean, you would see open source maintainers tell you this and literally see this everywhere in LinkedIn that quality matters more than quantity. Yes and no. If your mentor has confidence in you, that's the best thing. If he is confident that you will be able to pull your GSOC project off in that particular period without needing any extensions or a lot of supervision, you have a pretty strong like chance. For GSOC, since GSOC 26, I think everything has been very chaotic, and I mean, I think it's up to GitHub now to solve this, because this wave is not going to end unless we have like a very good proper solution for agentic PRs and flooding and stuff like that.
Okay. So, ma'am, after your summer internship ended, there would have been a long waiting period for the pre-placement offer that everybody wants ultimately. So, how did you approach this time? Were you like continuously applying for different companies, trying some better things, or were you just primarily waiting for that offer? What was your approach during that time?
So at the end of an internship, I did get an indication from my manager that I would be a good hire. So it went through the manager and the HR, but it takes time for the PPO offers to roll out because they check the availability within the team and the org. So it generally takes 3 to 4 months, and my offer did come in November whereas my internship ended in July. So I did apply for other companies wherever possible because I didn't want to waste any chance if the people doesn't come through because of any other issues. So I did apply for on-campus placements and off-campus too. All the opportunities came. Yeah, just that.
And did your strategy change, or were there some changes in case a PPO doesn't come, considering Amazon was laying off so many people? Did you think about that?
Yeah, I did think about that. I did keep my options open. And for the placement process, I sat for most of the companies other than those who had a direct full time joining. Even if I did receive a PPO, that would be a direct full time joining. So I wanted a 6 month intern before that. So I was applying for companies hoping to even get a 6 month intern, even if I did receive a PPO. So yeah, that was my strategy.
So, Joyce, about you, would you like to share your placement journey, how it was
Huh?
after GSOC ended in the summer?
Uh, I gave a few interviews, got rejected. I wasn't really in touch with like deep learning and neural networks stuff. So in seventh semester, I started like not started like I spent a lot of time learning about like advanced probability and stuff like that. So yeah. I mean, even though people at that time were like mad into DSA, I still didn't want to go that way. But as for my placement journey, it was very quick. Like, everything was done pretty quickly, and yeah, I mean, good stuff. क्या बोले?
Okay, so like when you guys were applying during the final year, was it constantly rigid with SWE or SW or SG roles only, or you guys were interested in applying for MLE, applied AI interns, or was it just
I was preparing for DLE, so yeah.